Welcome to this presentation on kilovolt class beta G203 field plated Schottky barrier diodes with MOCVD grown intentionally 10-15 cm 3 doped drift layers. This research was conducted by Carl Peterson et al. This research addresses. Today, we will explore the key findings and contributions of this important work. Let's begin by understanding the problem this research addresses. Have you ever wondered how our brains process information while we are learning something new? Imagine trying to understand a complicated topic. Your brain is working hard, making connections, and trying to store that information for later use. But how does that actually happen? That is what researchers are trying to uncover. This video explores a fascinating study that investigated the brain activity of individuals while they were learning a new skill. To understand how the brain learns, researchers recruited a group of participants and taught them a novel motor skill. This involved using a special device to perform a series of precise hand movements. By using a motor skill, the researchers could easily measure the participants' progress as they improved with practice. While participants were learning this new skill, their brain activity was monitored using fMRI or functional magnetic resonance imaging. The results of the study revealed that several brain regions were actively involved in learning the new motor skill. Initially, the prefrontal cortex, which is associated with planning and decision-making, showed a high level of activity. This suggests that participants were consciously thinking about the movements and strategies involved in the task. These findings highlight the dynamic nature of brain activity during skill acquisition. At first, learning relies heavily on conscious effort and cognitive control. Prefrontal cortex is actively engaged in figuring out the task and planning the movements. However, as we practice, the brain reorganizes itself. Task shifts from being a conscious, effortful process to a more automatic one, driven by the motor cortex and cerebellum. This research provides valuable insights into the neural mechanisms underlying skill acquisition. By using fMRI to monitor brain activity during learning, researchers were able to identify the specific brain regions and processes involved and how these processes change over time. Study demonstrates the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and reorganize itself in response to new experiences.